Do you sometimes have the feeling like, damn, this is a shitty day or this is a shitty week? Well, I know exactly what you're going through or how you feel. I have the feeling like I'm coming off such a high for these last weeks. My motivation was at an all-time high. I was grinding, I was completing my tasks, and I'm still doing that. But I have the feeling like this week, the last couple of days, it's not with the same energy as the previous weeks. Like the motivation isn't at an all-time high right now. And I'm not sure where it's coming from. Everything I'm going to say in this episode is like a trigger warning. It's super privileged, like my life is super easy, but I have an issue because I'm injured, so I can't run. And running was the first thing that I did when the day started, like 6 times a week. So this week, I am falling in a trap of like in the morning, wake up, and I need to go to the gym to go and sit on a home trainer for an hour, and it's dreading me. It's really, I'm getting depressed. And again, first world problems, I know that, but it's just like, it's not giving me energy like the running did. With the running, I came back home and I felt like a superhero because I already ran for an hour and it was only 8 a.m. So, do you know what I mean? Like, and I think it's this that triggers these other things like I'm not motivated or it's just like meh, you know? And that's totally fine. Life is in ups and downs. If it would always be like a flat line, that would be pretty boring. So I'm taking the low, but it's really hard to not fall in the trap of doubting again, like doubting what I'm doing with my business, who I am servicing. And I noticed that today I was researching prospects to reach out to, and I came in this sphere of make money people. So you check out their Instagram, they are either on a yacht, driving a very fancy car, younger than 21, and they live somewhere tropical. And I noticed seeing all those people, and I don't know if it's envy. I really don't. I just felt like, damn, this is not who I want to service. Like, this is not the message that I want to promote. And the difficult part is that I suddenly see every coach or every content creator as such a type of person, which is totally wrong of me. And that's something that makes me doubt like who am I servicing, because that goes against my ethical compass of helping those people make more money by promising people things that you can't promise, if that makes sense. So that was something that I was struggling with today, and what helped me through it was just taking my journal and was just writing like, okay, how am I feeling? What is triggering this? And I wrote down everything that triggered me. I don't have my journal with me right now, but it was something like the make money coaches. I saw a video on LinkedIn of an accounting software, and they were doing the maths if you wanted to make X amount of euros net, so after taxes. And that was like, holy shit, I need to make way more money. And then I suddenly had a little panic moment of, damn, how many taxes do I need to pay this year? So I checked that out and it's pretty okay. It's doable. And there was something that triggered me to have these thoughts. But by writing it down and by seeing it on a paper, I was like, dude, this is nothing. You're living the easiest life ever. So that helped me put it in perspective, and it helped me remember myself to the commitment that I made of building Client Revolution. Because motivation isn't always going to be super high. There are going to be days, there are going to be weeks where things aren't going as smooth as you'd like. But the most important thing is that you just take one step ahead. Just focus on the next step. And then I'm pretty sure that this is what's going to get you again into that motivational state of being. And I hope that you can do something with this if you're in the same boat as me. Because it's not fun. It's not fun. And another thing that I was thinking about, and not in a bad way, but when you have a bad day, everything you think about is like with a negative connotation, like it's not positive. And I was thinking like, okay, the content that I'm making, I am satisfied with it. I'm not happy with it because it can always be better, but I am missing the parts of really building Client Revolution. Like I'm building it, but I don't have a feeling that I'm sharing enough of the behind the scenes. So that's something I was thinking about, like, how can I do that? And in this negative mindset state, like, it's not productive to think about those things because you don't have a clear vision. So that's something that I'm noticing right now as I speak about it. Like, this isn't the right time to add 20 new things to my strategy of building Client Revolution. So it's really key, I think, to take a step back, let all the negative thoughts or the less motivational mood thing just take distance from it and focus on the tasks that you set out for yourself to do. At least that's a message for me, to just don't try and do suddenly all these new things. No, focus on the plan that you already set out for yourself. And again, I just hope that you can do something with this information if you're struggling with something like this yourself. So, what's a part of taking one step ahead every day is accountability. So, that brings us to the last section of this episode, and that's the accountability. So, my goals of last week were doing 100 outreaches to creators. I've done that. 50 podcast outreaches. I've done that. 5 short form content pieces. Done that. The Client Revolution sales funnel. Done that. The only thing I didn't do was an analysis of the data so that I could improve my outreach messages. So that's something that's being moved to this week. And I have other goals as well, like record a solo episode, what I'm doing right now, but also take off 2 interviews, do 50 podcast outreaches, do 100 outreaches, again, 5 short form content pieces, and then doing the analysis of the data to improve my outreach messages. So that's it for today. If you like these all over the place episodes where I'm brutally honest about how my life is going, but also how I'm building Client Revolution, then make sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow on your favorite podcast streaming service. And then I wish you an amazing day. Ciao, ciao.